Live from Fox 39, WQRF-TV Rockford, and your home team. Eyewitness News at 4 starts now.
Melissa Trumpy gets jail time. The unrelated charges Derek Hammer pled guilty to. The city of Rockford takes steps to improve neighborhoods impacted by crime. The initiative connects residents to resources. And the city of Freeport cuts the ribbon on a new barber shop. The community hub will offer much more than a fresh cut. Good afternoon, I'm Mimi Murphy. Thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News at 4. The boyfriend of missing woman Melissa Trumpy is sentenced to jail. Derek Hammer will spend the next 90 days behind bars in Greene County, Wisconsin. This comes after the 35-year-old pled guilty to 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Those are misdemeanors. Hammer is slated to stand trial in June on more serious drug and weapons charges. Family of Melissa Trumpy still believe Hammer's involved in her disappearance. The 37-year-old mom of 3 has been missing since October. She was last seen leaving Monticello, Wisconsin. Her truck was found the next day near Freeport. Investigators have yet to name a person of interest, but are treating the case as a homicide. An Illinois sheriff's deputy is dead after he's hit along the side of the road following a chase. This started after Galesburg police responded to a report of a suspect with a gun at a gas station. Officers spotted a suspect vehicle and tried to stop it, but the driver took off. The chase went north on U.S. Highway 150 into Henry County. A Knox County sheriff's deputy was hit by the suspect while setting up spike strips. He died at the scene. The vehicle then crashed. A suspect was arrested. Neither the suspect nor the deputy have been identified. After a week delay due to weather, a new neighborhood improvement program gets underway in Rockford. Nikel Delgado checked it out for us. And Nikel, while this area is getting cleaned up, the effort is also about building relationships.
Yeah, that's right, Mimi. The City of Rockford's Neighborhood Improvement Initiative is all about getting better connected with the community, and it starts with areas that have been negatively impacted by violent crime. Today, city employees and volunteers were in the neighborhood around Lewis Lemon Elementary School. It's about one of 6 neighborhoods picked to start the improvement initiative. One at a time, physical improvements like patching potholes, trimming trees, picking up garbage and debris will be made. Volunteers will also be going door to door to let residents know about the different resources and services that are available.
This is not a one-day and done thing. We are in this neighborhood. We want to stay here. We're building long-term relationships.
Coming up at 5, we will talk with a volunteer and ask why he thinks this initiative will make an impact. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Nikel. Help is still available for those who've fallen behind on their mortgage and rental payments. The Illinois Homeowner Assistance Fund is offering $309 million so residents can keep up with costs. Individual homeowners can get up to $30,000. The rental assistance will go toward residents who are most at risk of being evicted. So far this year, more than 4,000 people have applied for the program.
Housing stability is a crucial part of our economic recovery. A good life, a good job, the ability for kids to focus in their classrooms, it all starts with having a roof over your head.
If you're interested in finding out more about this program, we have information on our website, mystateline.com. The deadline to apply is May 31st. The FDA says it will hold 3 meetings in June to discuss vaccines for young children. It's been nearly a year and a half since the first adult doses of COVID vaccines were administered. Vaccines are still not approved for children 5 and under. Moderna has asked for emergency use authorization of its COVID vaccine for kids 6 months to 6 years old. The drug maker says 2 doses generated a strong antibody response similar to that seen in adults. COVID infections in children were up 43% in the last 2 weeks. In Illinois, COVID-19 cases hit their highest level in more than 2 months. State health officials reported yesterday there were slightly less than 4,600 positive tests. That's the most in a day since February 11th. Hospitalizations and deaths are also ticking up, but are still relatively low. OSF Healthcare makes a life-saving donation to the Rockford Police Department. This comes in the form of 300 tourniquets and 300 Israeli bandages. They'll be added to first aid kits in every RPD squad car. A donation from Christina Akeley made the gift possible. She made the gesture in honor of her late husband, Jay. He worked in law enforcement for more than 20 years. Police say blood loss is the #1 killer of trauma patients and say these kits can help prevent that. An American has been killed fighting alongside Ukrainian forces. 22-year-old Willie Cancel was a U.S. Marine veteran working for a military contracting company. His mother says Cancel agreed to go to Ukraine because he believed in what they're fighting for. She says her son's body has not been found. That's because the men who were with him when he died had to flee for their own safety. Cancel leaves behind a wife and young son. He's the first known death of a U.S. citizen fighting in Ukraine. The State Department is still working to confirm his death. A major missile attack rocks the Ukrainian capital. It comes just hours after a visit from the UN Secretary General. Griff Jenkins has more from Kyiv, Ukraine.
Russian forces are stepping up their attacks all over Ukraine on day 65 of the invasion. The Russian military making a big push into Donbass, the country's industrial heartland, but appear to be making only minor gains so far. And here in Kyiv, Russian missiles hitting a weapons facility and apartment building close to where President Zelensky met with the UN Secretary General. A grim reminder that the capital remains a target.
Mr. Putin showed his middle finger to us by firing and destroying our homes. Putin's goal is not buildings, his goal is people's lives, but we will endure.
Russian forces also intensifying their efforts to eliminate the last pocket of resistance in Mariupol. On Thursday, they bombed a Ukrainian field hospital there, killing or injuring dozens of soldiers. Officials are now calling for NATO to intervene, saying it's the only way to stop the city from falling into Russian hands.
If our allies join in with this war, the sooner we will stop this war, which is now destroying our houses and killing our residents.
And back in Washington, lawmakers passing a bill that updates the World War II-era Lend-Lease Act, which they say will give the White House more freedom to send military aid to Ukraine at a faster pace.
As war rages in Ukraine, every minute matters. It's about time. This strong action could mean the difference between lives saved and lives lost.
And President Biden is asking Congress for an additional $33 billion for Ukraine, of which $20 billion will be in direct military aid. In Kyiv, Ukraine, Griff Jenkins, Fox News.
Amazon is ending its ban on employees' cell phones in its warehouses. Pressure on the company increased after 6 workers died when parts of its warehouse in downstate Edwardsville collapsed during a storm last December. Employees said they were cut off from weather warnings their phones could have provided. The issue was among the complaints that led to workers in Staten Island recently voting to establish the first union in an Amazon facility. With warm temperatures, hopefully right around the corner, Rockford Park District held its summer job fair today. The event took place at the UW Health Sports Factory. Those interested got to learn about open jobs and got to interview on site. Some of the available positions include cashiers, lifeguards, and program assistants. All Park District facilities have open positions.
I think working for the Park District is honestly one of the better jobs that anybody could have, especially as a first job. Everybody's, very kind. There's a lot of grace given to the staff, a lot of understanding. But really, it's just the community feel that the Park District kind of provides.
For more information on the job fair and Park District jobs, check out this story at mystateline.com. Freeport celebrates the grand opening of a community barbershop. Freeport Ministers Fellowship Alliance has been working on the project for 2 years. A $50,000 donation from SSM Health helped them get over the finish line. Inside, you'll find all the traditional barbershop services, but there's also access to health care, food, housing, employment, and spiritual connections. Those behind the efforts say they're specifically targeting men.
We want to make our men better, make our men stronger, make our men more healthy, and this is going to be a way that we can reach them at a grassroots level and give them an opportunity to get those health challenges fixed, because we're going to bring education to them and help them to get where they need to be, which is healthy families.
The shop is located in the F.A. Reed Building in downtown Freeport. Over this past week, we've been sharing the stories of 5 local teachers who are in the spotlight for all the right reasons. They're this year's Golden Apple winners. For this recipient, the timing for her surprise at school was a little off.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And have a great day, everybody.
Here's a sign the secret stayed safe up until the last minute. Hananiga High School's Jean Chambers was just following her normal routine.
Oh, my name's on it.
When a whole crowd of people interrupted the Pledge of Allegiance and her Romeo and Juliet lesson.
On behalf of the Golden Apple Foundation and Bergstrom, I'd like to present to you this Golden Apple in honor of your excellence in teaching.
Oh,
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
No one in the room cheered louder than her family. Her husband Greg is also a teacher. Two of their daughters are Hananiga students.
I was so excited. I really didn't think I was going to win, so it was really special and magical almost.
Jean's students include freshman honors world literature and senior British literature.
How's it feel? I'm excited!
She spent her entire 24-year teaching career at Hananiga.
It really feels great, an accomplishment. Writing the papers and having the interviews is a lot of work, but it really helps you reflect and realize the value of teaching and why it's so meaningful.
Jean says even though she's the one getting the attention for her excellence in the classroom, this day and the award aren't just about her interview.
Very much One Hananiga, we work together and I collaborate with all the teachers in my department, and it just means so much to me that I think of the apple as all of us, the whole department and the whole school winning the apple.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, we actually got a little bit warmer today as our temperatures made it all the way up into the 60s, which is pretty close to where we should have been for this time of year. We are much warmer than we were yesterday. Temperatures only made it into the 50s yesterday, and we saw nearly 16 to 15, right around 10 or 15 degrees warmer than we were just yesterday, 24 hours ago. So we're continuing to see this warming trend. We'll get warmer temperatures once again tomorrow, and with that comes some storm chances. Now, the rain did hold off for most of the day, but we are continuing to see rain showers working their way back into the viewing area here, associated with this low pressure system that is continuing to move in and will bring us some rain showers later on into the day as well. Producing some severe thunderstorm warnings off in Nebraska right now. That's the part of the system that we're watching for the day tomorrow that could bring us the chance for some severe weather into the afternoon and evening. Right now we are looking outside our SkyTrack camera here in Rochelle. Kind of a gloomy conditions that we're seeing like we had yesterday, but luckily we did see a little bit warmer temperatures to kind of boost those just a little bit. Locally, we are seeing those temperatures quite a bit warmer as well, mostly because of the southeast wind compared to the east wind that we had yesterday, bringing a lot more of that warmth up from the south. But notice off to the west, here's that system that will be working its way in, bringing us some storm chances into the day tomorrow. Locally, our temperatures made it up into the 60s, 67 again here in Rockford, but we're picking up overcast conditions. If we get further south, we do have a little bit more sunshine working its way in, but we do have those rain chances that will be working in for the later part of this evening. Check in with some of our weather watchers here. Bob reporting a temperature of 65 degrees as well as a dew point of 40 and no rainfall yet for this afternoon. We're continuing to see those rain chances, though, working their way in, and temperatures tonight with those cloudy conditions only make it down into the lower 50s, 52 degrees here in Rockford. And then during the day tomorrow, we're back up into the 60s, 67 once again, but with that comes some chances for some thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon and evening, some of which could be severe, and we're watching the potential for those. So we check out Futurecast here. We see those rain showers coming in for the later part of tonight, working their way through during the overnight hours, becoming a little bit more scattered in nature during the overnight. But then into the day tomorrow, we do have some morning storms and then some more storms that will work their way in for the later part of the afternoon and evening. Now, these storms in particular during the afternoon, notice how much heavier they get, especially right around that time that sun sets later on into the afternoon and evening. Those are the storms that we'll need to watch for severe potential. If we see some of those storms earlier on in the morning, that'll be a little bit stronger or more widespread in nature. That'll limit the amount of potential energy that the storms in the afternoon can work their way with, and we might see weaker storms. But if we have sunnier conditions and less storm coverage during the afternoon, then we'll see some of those more storms working their way in for the evening. Now with this, the Storm Prediction Center has upgraded us across the state line up to a level 2 out of 5. We're a slight risk for most of us there in yellow. And then the rest of us across northwestern Illinois and southern Wisconsin there are in a marginal or level 1 out of 5 risk. Now all threats are possible with these storms, including tornadoes, hail, and wind, something we'll definitely be keeping an eye on here tomorrow. Now this system, this trough, is working its way in. That's what's going to bring us the severe potential into the day tomorrow. And as that moves in, it'll bring us some moisture and some energy, as well as all the rest of the ingredients that we will need for severe weather to happen. And then after that trough moves out, we do have another few systems working their way in, but none of those will be quite as strong enough to produce severe weather. Here's that system again tomorrow working its way in. Now this is something we don't normally show because not as common, but that's an occluded front there in the purple. That triple point is where the cold front, warm front, and occluded front all meet. As that occluded front, that triple point passes right over the state line, that's where we could see some of that spin up with some of those storms possible. And with that, we want to make sure that we have multiple ways to get warnings. Notice that sirens are not always something that we can rely on, so you want to make sure that you have additional ways, including your phone or some other app that you can get to get warnings. On our 7-day forecast, we're continuing to see those storm chances during the day tomorrow. Then for Sunday, though, we're much colder, back down into the 50s, 57 degrees. We are back up into the 60s for the early part of the week, but rain chances continue to persist throughout the week. And notice our temperatures remain about 5 or 7 degrees below average, but luckily we don't have any low temperatures back down into the 30s.
At least it got a little warmer today, but that wind was pretty strong out there, and then some
Right.
showers mixed in. It didn't feel all that warm.
Yeah, we have those rain showers that will be working their way in later on this afternoon, but with that wind, we haven't really seen a break from the wind almost all month. Feels like every day or every other day there's winds gusting up close to 30 or 40 miles an hour, and unfortunately that's going to be the case once again here tonight and into the day tomorrow as well. We do have those rain showers that will work their way through later on this afternoon and into this evening. For the first warn interactive radar from Rockford Auto Glass and more, continuing on through the night tonight and into the day tomorrow as well. We're continuing to see that severe weather potential during the day tomorrow as well. We are under a slight risk or a level 2 out of 5 for most of the state line. The rest of us under a level 1 out of 5 or a marginal risk for severe weather, including all types of the severe weather, including wind, hail, and even a couple of tornadoes can't be ruled out. So something you'll want to be weather aware of during the afternoon and into the evening tomorrow. The rest of the 7-day forecast continues to look like this. Our temperatures cool back down after we get beyond the weekend into Saturday and Sunday. We're back down into the 50s and 60s for the rest of the week. Rain chances every single day during that week as well. And with the severe weather season ramping up for especially into the day tomorrow, we want to make you aware of this promo that we have. If you go to mystateline.com/radio, you can use code WTVO to get a discount and free, almost free shipping, $5 shipping there on our Midland radio. You can be able to check out and get one of those for the severe weather season.
It could come in handy tomorrow. All right, thanks, Jordan. And thanks for watching. Have a good evening.